Hey Anthony, okay, so this is the next part of 9-5. So far we've learned how to simplify powers of I, simplify expressions when we're adding and subtracting. We've also learned how to simplify expressions when we're multiplying, and now I'm going to show you how to simplify expressions when you're dividing. So, I hope you can see this marker. The bag I got was horrible, and then the girl heard me screaming in the next room and traded me out her new blue marker, which is why the last bit of it's in blue, which is great. So, there's 4 simple steps. Step 1 is to multiply by the conjugate of the denominator on the top and the bottom. I should have written that. So you see the original problem is 2 plus I over 1 plus 2I. The conjugate is going to be 1 minus 2I over 1 minus 2I. Remember that when you do the conjugate, you only switch the sign in the middle, not all the signs, just the sign in the middle. So we see we change that plus to a minus right there. So that's step 1, multiply by the conjugate of the denominator. Step 2, FOIL on the top and the bottom. So you see we have 2 plus I times 1 minus 2I, and that FOILs into 2 minus 4I plus I minus 2I squared. We FOIL the denominators, so we have 1 plus 2I times 1 minus 2I. You get 1 minus 2I plus 2I minus 4I squared. Then you're going to just go ahead and combine like terms. You end up with 2 minus 3I minus 2I squared. And the denominator, you're going to have 1 minus 4I squared because the 2i's do cancel as you have a negative and a positive. Once you do that, so step 3, we combine like terms. Step 4, plug in your identities. So I listed our identities. Sorry, but I can't see them in the bad marker. I equals I squared equals negative 1, I to the third equals negative I, and I to the fourth equals 1. So, and those are found on page 580 of your book, and those need to be memorized. That's the only way to figure that out. So, as you see, we have 2 minus 3I, those are just stay the same, minus 2I squared, and we see, oh, I squared, sub in negative 1. And on the denominator, we do the same thing. So, now our new problem is 2 minus 3I plus 2, because negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2, over 5, because 1 minus a negative 4 is positive 5. So when we do 2 plus 2 is 4 minus 3I all over 5. We get 4 over 5 minus 3 over 5I, just splitting up the terms, keeping the denominator with both terms, and that's the correct answer. It's in the back of the book. Earlier I worked out a harder problem, which I was completely successful in, except that I assumed that the conjugate meant to change all of the signs, and that is an incorrect assumption. The conjugate just means to change the sign in the middle of the term. As you see, I have it like, when we look at the denominator, it's positive 1 plus 2I. I didn't do negative 1 minus 2I. That would be wrong. I just changed the sign in the middle. I saw positive 1 minus 2I. So that was my false assumption. So just to review, steps for doing, when the question is simplify an expression, they're dividing. You first multiply by the conjugate of the denominator, then you FOIL, then you combine like terms, then you plug in the identities. And that's what we've done here, and it's easy as pie. So good luck, and I'll see you later.